Welcome back to the Presentation Podcast. I'm Quiva.
I'm Laura.
And I'm Mira.
So today we are joined with our wonderful choir conductor from Presentation Dunphy. So for those who don't know you, could you please introduce yourself and tell people what you're involved in inside of school and out?
Hi everyone, my name is Dunphy and I taught music for a long time in Presentation Secondary School, Ballyfihan. While I was there, I taught music as an academic subject, and I also worked extensively with the school choir, which was a wonderful experience, and we achieved lots of different things. I suppose the highlight being the All-Ireland School Choir competition in 2010 and 2013. I also, outside of school, I have an adult female voice choir called the Wilkelan Singers. I previously conducted the Cork Art of Male Voice Choir. I taught singing with Cada Performing Arts, and I also was musical director for a number of shows, including Cats, Les Mis, and Back to the 80s. While I was in Presentation Secondary School, I also was musical director for a number of shows, including West Side Story, Cats being the most recent, and the girls would have been involved in that. And I also am musical director for the recently formed Cork ETB Youth Choir, which due to COVID unfortunately has been suspended. So that's kind of, and I've been involved in various concerts and musical projects in Cork City throughout my career.
Okay, so now we're going to start with some questions for you. So how long have you been conducting the choir?
I suppose since, what do I think now? About 1995, 1996, because when I came to the school first, I worked with Jean Downey, and Jean is now lecturing in music in UL, and so she conducted the school choir and I had a school madrigal group, and then Jean was seconded to the Department of Education and I took over the school choir.
Were you in a choir when you were a teenager?
I wasn't when I was in a teenager. Choirs weren't as extensive as they are nowadays, right? But what I was involved in when I was in college, we had a fantastic musical experience there under Jeffrey Spratt. I was part of the college orchestra. Then I joined the chamber choir in UCC, and I also then got involved in the Irish Youth Choir. And I always loved singing, and it was really when I got involved in the choral in choir in UCC and also in the Irish Youth Choir that I really realised what a passion it was for me. And then I actually took singing lessons with Maeve Collin after that.
What instruments do you play?
I played the piano. I used to play the violin, dabbled in the cello, dabbled in the guitar. And of course, I don't play the recorder, but sure, I taught it when I was in school.
Do you enjoy playing instruments as much as singing?
No, I enjoy singing. I enjoy singing the best because I can achieve more what I want to. When I play something like the piano, what I produce is not what I'd like to be. Whereas when I'm working with choirs, what I produce, what the choir produces with me is very, very pleasing. And I love, you know, just starting something and teaching it and seeing where it goes. And
what made you get involved with the choir?
I just really I love choral singing. I find it really satisfying. I suppose, like when I was working with when I was involved with the choir, like we used to rehearse that, as you know, 11 o'clock break and big lunch. It never felt like work for me, even though, like once you started singing back, it was, you know, I never felt, oh, I have to do this, never. So, and it was the same with working with my adult choirs. Like I just get a buzz from the choral sound, from what it amazes me what people can do when they're challenged and when they're presented with different material. And I love listening to the different choral sounds. So yeah, I hope that answers your question now, Mira.
What are some competitions and events that you have done with the choir?
Well, with the school choir, I always did the choral festival, and it was a big tradition in the school. And even when I meet the past pupils, they always talk about choral festival day. You know, you all had to have your uniform just so. Then there was the All Ireland School Choir. Then, you know, we were invited there to the Lord Mayor's Carol concert on several occasions. We did, we sang with the Harlem Gospel Choir in the Opera House. Years ago, they were involved in an opera, Hansel and Gretel, some of the first and second years. With my adult choir, with my ladies in particular, we travelled abroad to Prague, and most recently to Vienna, to a lovely choral. It wasn't a competition, it was a festival at around Christmas time whereby you sang non-competitively, which is very nice. Like, though I love competition, it is nice to sing for pleasure where you're not always driven with comparing yourself to other groups. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
What is your earliest memory of the choir?
My earliest memory of the choir. Well, of the Madrigal group, I can still remember which was a small choir. I can actually remember back in those days, the uniform was the blue and wine with the grey shirt, and I remember we were going into Fesh Matthew, and I find these blazers, so we all thought we looked cool in the blazers. And then after that, then with the big choir, I suppose it was just trying to fit everybody into the music room. Do you know what I mean? Because we didn't have the theatre then. So it was like lining up the desks and thinking about what way were you going. Like, I mean, I remember them being in the library and a girl actually falling forward in a faint. And I don't know how I saw her and had to run in and catch her. So it was those kind of things I remembered, you know what I mean? And then I remember, obviously, you know, we always went into the choral festival, and the first time we won it, like, it was just like, that was one of the highlights, you know, when you've been doing something and then finally, you know, you just get it all right. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. And as well, I remember when we did the school show Grease, you know, I used the choir as the two side choruses. We were down the primary school. That was fantastic as well. Do you know what I mean?
What would you say is your favourite memory of the choir?
I suppose the All Islands would be my favourite memory in terms of achievement and in terms of, you know, how hard, like, of actually having a purpose and actually working really, really hard, because it was a singing competition, and to just pare everything down to singing as well as we could. That would be the highlight. But one of the highlights of working with the choir for me as well was the sense of camaraderie and the relationship I have with the girls in the choir, and it's of mutual respect. Like that goes beyond any, you know, winning of a competition, and also the commitment that the girls would give to the singing. You know, I always found that used to make, in actual fact, the school choir was the only choir that could ever make me cry. I don't mean stand up and cry in front of you, because I'm not like that, but it would move me, you know, when you'd sing something really well. It was just, and you know, the relationship I have with girls who are in the choir, yes, that's a highlight for me as well.
What is your favourite song to conduct?
Well, I loved Fwynedd, right, because that was written by Marion Inglesby specifically for the choir. So it was challenging. I love Gavin. I love Gershwin for Girls. I think is a gorgeous piece of music. I love jazz, so like that. I loved the boogie woogie, particularly with the moves, you know, and that was where Miss Kellyanne and Mrs. Mahan Buckley, you know, were always very helpful and supportive. So yeah, there would be some of my favorites, yes.
What's your favorite song that you've ever done with the choir?
It's hard to know. I suppose Fwynedd is my favorite, yes, of them all.
What was it like winning the All-Irelands twice?
It was incredible. It was actually incredible. The first time, the first time actually, it was nearly harder in one way because the Waterfront Hall was a really hard place to sing, and it was just much more intimidating. But after it, the amount of letters and cards and congratulations, and nuns arrived from all over the country. You know, you'd go into the staff room. Micheál Martin came to visit the school, and nobody knew about it. My hairdresser came with a bunch of flowers for me. And the second time, we were in the Titanic Centre, so it was even being there, and you know, it was just, I suppose, just the sense of, we did this, we actually are as good as any other school in the country. And that, yeah, that was what really, and also the standard of singing we achieved, it was incredible. It really was. It was difficult music, and it was like, people always comment on how well the choir sang it. So yeah, they were the things that kind of stuck with me.
Do you enjoy singing or conducting more?
Well, I do love singing, I will have to say, but I was always a shy performer. I wasn't, when my singing teacher, if I went into the feis, standing in front of the audience, I found a bit more intimidating with my face to the audience as opposed to my back. No, yeah, whereas conducting, once I would go out on the stage when I conduct, I never thought about anything else, only the choir and the music. Do you know what I mean? So I suppose, though I do really love to sing, I rather to sing in, and I do like to sing solo in, you know, if I'm asked to sing something, but I will have to say, I suppose conducting, yeah, is my favourite.
Describe in 3 words how conducting a performance makes you feel.
In 3 words.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose, can I have just 2? Very satisfied. It's also, and I keep it short, it is also where you're completely in communication with the group. Nothing else in your mind, only them and the music.
Do you think you will conduct for a long time?
I hope I will. I hope I will, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I do hope I will. Because of the current COVID restrictions, it's not possible. And I don't find the online forum quite as satisfying, and I don't think the singers do either. But I do hope I will, yes.
What is your proudest accomplishment with the school?
The All Ireland. Yeah, that's what it is.
Do you have any advice for anybody who's disengaged from singing or choir, anything musical because of COVID?
Well, even to keep singing yourself, you know, to get involved if there is something online, you know, even for a little while, but to actually listen to performances, to sing along, actually to, and it was something I was thinking of maybe as time goes on, of developing something whereby, you know, you're just doing vocal exercises to improve your breathing, to improve how you feel, but definitely to sing. Sometimes when I'm here, I turn on the radio and I sing along with the songs, and I feel good because I'm singing a lot. So if you're just to keep singing, even if it's not in the choral context, we will get back there. You know what I mean? We will be back singing. And I must say, Miss Ford was playing what you, the 4th years, have achieved in your Mamma Mia, and I am blown away by it, and it's absolutely fantastic. So yes, keep singing is what I say.
So now we're going to move on to the game. So it's going to be you against Laura and Quiva. So it's Finish the Lyrics Choir Edition. So I've gone through lots of songs that the choir have done, and I've picked out some of the lyrics. So I'm going to say the first bit, and then you have to say the second bit.
Oh gosh.
So the first one coming from the Irish Blessing, May the Flowers. What comes after that?
Need the flag.
No.
Bloom along. Wait now.
Along something.
Wait now.
Bloom along your path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on.
Again from the Irish Blessing, the rains fall.
Soft upon your face.
No.
Soft
your
upon your
field.
cheek.
Soft upon your feet.
Oh, your field. Okay. Okay.
Oh, fields. Oh, I thought it was feet.
Oh, field.
I thought it was feet.
Go on.
I don't know.
From Carol of the Bells, Christmas is here, bringing good cheer.
Go ding that. No, that's what we sing. No. Oh God.
What were you
Warm
doing?
everywhere, filling the air.
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh.
Not just ding dong, is it? No.
No. Hark out the bells, sweet sing the bells.
Christmas is here. Something. Oh my God. Christmas is here. No.
Bringing good cheer.
Oh, this is driving me crazy.
And the bowls.
Oh my God, we don't know the Carol of the Bells, girls. Go on. This is a very good quiz.
The Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. What's the rest?
Yuletide, Carol
Fire.
being sung by the fire, that's right.
And the next line?
Carol's being sung by the choir. And folks dressed up as Eskimos.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that one.
From Osaline Farish. Níor bhuaigh siad sinna slúd cruin, níl seolta os cuis.
Oh, Mother God, you'll have to say all that again.
No.
Níor bhuaigh sé trisna slúta cruin, níor seoltar an cuis.
Oh,
What are the two lines that come after that?
I know the tune of it. Can't think of the words.
So I'm singing the tune and now I remember the words.
Wait, what are the words again? What is the lyric?
Níor bhuaigh sé trisna slúta cruin, níor seoltar os cuis.
Fish are awesome. No.
One sit. Nibru shahada da da da. Och. Is och. Does it start with och?
Yeah.
She. Nibru shahada da da da. Hadak. Och. Da 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 di da da. Oh, something about the Varaga, is it?
No.
Okay, then we
Like
lost
the
on
first
that.
songs we did in the choir. It was actually the first song.
And it's really,
I
I could be really bold now and turn off my video and run over to the press and find out.
Okay, I think we all give up, to be honest.
So
I can't think of this one.
Ach donher nustina usalina, Gardini os cosoda. And I apologize for my Irish there because I know that I got like every word there wrong, but still. Okay, the next one. From Gershwin, I am a little lamb.
Lost in the woods.
Yeah, who's lost in the woods?
And again from Gershwin, to my heart.
To my heart.
Yeah, what's the rest of that line?
Wait now.
I think which part this is.
Is this in the first song or second song? These are 3 songs in Gershwin.
Yeah.
I don't know which one it was.
Okay. Well, now you've it.
I
So
know the first sing this part. And none of us.
what's the word again? The words are to my heart, is it?
To my heart, something, 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 something.
To my heart, he carries the key.
Oh no,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh God. I was just trying to get that out and I was like, no, it was like on the tip.
From Believe, snow is something, something.
Oh, you should know that better than I. Don't know the words as well. Snow is.
No.
What way does believe go again?
You were softly falling.
Yeah. And again from Believe, there is no time to waste.
There's so much to celebrate.
That's
Yeah.
it. Good girl, Quiva.
From For the Beauty of the Earth, For the love which.
Oh, there's so many verses in this.
I know.
There's just so many different parts.
But
For the
long
love
song.
which. What happened to this? No. For the love which.
For the love which from our birth,
Yes.
And the rest of it?
over and around us lies. Over and around us
Yeah,
lies.
there you go.
Good girl, Laura.
That's the first verse that the first sing by themselves, and the only reason I know that is because I have to sing it with them.
Music and hand that now.
Okay, from the winter song, The Storm Is.
Storm is. Right now, what's the winter song? Da, 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 da. The storm is.
Coming
Soon.
soon.
What?
And
Yeah.
the rest? The rest.
I'm blowing from the sea.
And again from winter song, My Words.
A beacon in the night.
No.
My words have.
My words a beacon in the night.
Mm-mm.
Ah.
What is that too?
My words have. It's my words have something,
No,
is it?
My Words Will.
Words will be all right. No.
My words-
My words
No.
will be your light.
Oh, I was so close.
Ah, yes. They're hard now, Mira. Go on.
From Alexander's Ragtag Band. They can play a.
They can
What's
play
What's up?
Alexander's
that's she's
Ragtag
going back a
Band.
good. They can
Not-
play
I don't even know what this song is.
I told
did
you I
not
went
learn.
far.
To the leader.
We did not do that song.
They didn't do it, but I did it. They can play They can play is it?
They can play
A bugle call,
something.
is it?
Yeah.
They can play a bugle call. Yeah.
From Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. But
I'm
then
ready for this
his.
one.
Right.
But
What?
then his.
But then his number is up and he
But
is
then
it?
his number came up and he was
And
gone
he was
with the
gone with
draft.
the he was gone with the
Yeah,
draft.
Yeah. So that was the
Not too
last
bad.
one.
Oh, very good.
Thank you so much, Ms. Dunphy, for joining us today. We really enjoyed it.
So did I. Thank you for inviting me. I don't normally do these kind of interviews, but for ye.
If anyone has any suggestions of anything they want us to do, please be sure to leave a comment.
And thanks for listening.